On the 1st of May 2019, the East Rand Chamber of Commerce celebrated its 16th anniversary. Since its inception, Koert van der Walt, president and founder, has seized every change in the services provision industry as an opportunity for ERCOC to evolve and remain an active partner for its members, while maintaining a strong focus on relevance and quality. ERCOC has successfully adapted to the needs of a developing country in continual transformation and has gone to great lengths to stay abreast of current and important business issues. It has achieved this by investing in a highly qualified service provider such as Chamberlink to provide amazing ROI for its members. When asked about the success of ERCOC and its service provider Chamberlink, Koert keeps it simple. The real key to success has been word of mouth, and that word of mouth has come from keeping our focus on the ROI of our members and fulfilling their legal compliance needs. If you take care of your members, everything else takes care of itself. Now we are ready to take it one step further. We will successfully address the current economically debilitating wrongs in our country with funds deriving from increased profits. Therefore, the East Rand Chamber of Commerce and Industry needs 11 entrepreneurs, one in every municipal area, to take the position of Municipal Board of Trade Executives, presenting them with an opportunity to grow the economy and earning potential in excess of 40k per month within the first 12 months. Political dissent is not racism. In a recent blog, I made the above statement. Wikipedia defines the statement as follows. Political dissent refers to any expression designed to convey dissatisfaction with or opposition to the policies of a governing body. Such expression may take forms from vocal disagreement to civil disobedience to the use of violence. Historically, repressive governments have sought to punish political dissent. How does the ruling South African government punish dissent? The same method is used by the previous regime. They simply ignore the political dissent. They rudely and offensively legislated the laws of affirmative action, employment equity, BBBEE, and now land expropriation without compensation, to enrich black-skinned color and exclude the poor of all colors. I don't have to ask how the average South African business is affected by this legislation. We all know the answers, but allow me to emphasize the following two areas. Firstly, let's look at labor-employer relations. In the ENCA news report on the 28th of March 2019, the following discussion was recorded. South Africa is regarded as having the worst labor-employer relations in the world.
The World Economic Forum ranks South Africa number 137 out of 137 countries in the latest World Competitiveness Report. It says South Africa has the worst labor-employer relations in the world. A contributing factor to this poor ranking is how complex South African labor legislation is for a business to navigate. The most recent business partners, SME index revealed that only 41% of SMEs are confident that the current labor laws are conducive to business growth. Well, the Executive General Manager of Human Resources at Business Partners Limited, Khomudzo Ramunyane, joins us in studio to discuss this further. Good evening, Khomudzo. Thanks very much for your time. Is this real or is it a perception?
Good evening, Vuyo. Good evening, listeners. Thank you very much for having me here. It is real. It is very real. SME owners speak to a multiple of challenges. One of them is funding. They talk to issues of sustainability. And one of the third highest reported challenges that they face is issues of the complex labor law landscape in which they operate in.
Secondly, BBBEE and land expropriation. We don't even have to mention the power outages of late. It costs billions. Am I now turning into a politician? No, and 1,000 times no. Allow the politicians to earn or steal their billions. However, we as the business community dare not just stand by and allow our economy in which we must operate to be destroyed. This is what the Freedom Front Plus had to say to the President in Parliament.
Honourable President, what we need in South Africa is to build the economy. We have to create jobs in South Africa. And I want to say it quite frankly and quite clearly to you, there's a simple solution to build the economy of South Africa. And you only have to do two things. Firstly, take race out of the economy. Second thing that should be done is to stop expropriation without compensation. If you continue doing that, I can assure you that we are not going to get the economy to grow.
We, as organised businesses, the East Rand Chamber of Commerce, and industry and affiliated boards of trade say a life sentence of 25 years was enough. Upon your obvious question as a business entity in Ekurhuleni, what can business do about this? We answer as follows. Our biggest weapon we have is money. With that I don't mean that we now will withdraw taxes and levies. No, that is illegal. Our slogan of 2 wrongs don't make a right also applies to us. We say, let us pool our resources, limited as it might be currently, and let us fight the fight in our courts from local magistrate courts to the highest court, the Constitutional Court, and if need be at the highest international institutes.
Thank you, Chairperson. Our report and our brief presentation has been filed already, but I feel, unfortunately, that it is more important for me to respond to some of the statements that were made yesterday by the South African representative regarding this issue. The representative of South Africa said that those who call for the prioritizing of farm murders in South Africa are doing so because they are apartheid sympathizers. I find this extremely insulting, and I think it's not only a violation of my right to human dignity, but also to our rights as a minority community. The representative also suggested that we are calling for prioritizing of these attacks or of crime on a race basis, which is blatantly false. And furthermore, it was argued that it doesn't make sense to draw a distinction or to prioritize a particular type of crime within a broader crime category. I find this strange because it means that the South African government is very inconsistent with their approach, because it's easy for the South African government to prioritize the killing or the poaching of rhinoceroses. It's easy for the South African government to dispatch more police officials to black townships where there's a high crime rate, and we support that. It's easy for the South African government to draw up a counter strategy when police officials are being killed in disproportionate numbers. In South Africa, it's twice as dangerous to be a farmer than a police official. But when we talk about farm murders, then all of a sudden the response is that it doesn't make sense to prioritize these attacks. Recently, the President of South Africa said in Parliament, and I quote, "We have more rights because we are the majority. You have less rights because you are a minority." Absolutely, that is how democracy works. The reality is that farmers in South Africa are being attacked and killed in complete disproportionate numbers, and that these attacks are committed in a very brutal fashion, that many of them are committed to or subjected to hours of torture. Ati Potgieter, for example, was stabbed 151 times with a garden fork while his 2-year-old girl had to watch. Johan Skuman was tied behind a pickup truck and dragged over a dirt road until his organs bursted. Annetjie van Rooyen was still alive when she was stuck in a deep freeze. Roger van Parijs had a samurai sword pushed down his throat, and still we don't get reaction from the South African government regarding these attacks. What we do, however, get, and it is on record, that some of the victims have been mocked and ridiculed by representatives of the South African government. As a matter of fact, the spokesperson for the Minister of Police issued a press statement saying that it is only publicity stunts when the victims call for prioritizing of these attacks. Mr. Chairperson, I have to go back and report to our constituency what is being done about this problem, and I come here to find the South African representative saying that the people who want these crimes to be prioritized are only doing so because we want to bring apartheid back. I find it offensive, And I wish to state for the record that that is not the case, and I wish to call on the representative here to take note of this problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sakalicha going to court to dismiss race requirements at Eskom. We cannot afford to have key players on the bench. Minister Gordhan informed South Africans that the power crisis is even worse than expected, and that teamwork from everyone in the country will be needed to get through it. Eskom's race-based disqualification of contractors is unreasonably limiting the pool from which it could draw expertise. It has come to our, Sakalicha, attention that Eskom has increasingly been setting race-based pre-qualification criteria in its tender documents. Today, businesses who are not 51% black-owned are frequently preemptively disqualified from even being considered for award of a tender. By disqualifying contractors based on race, Eskom now precludes, at a critical time for the economy and society, electricity consumers in South Africa from the full range of cost-effective expertise available on the market. By signing this memorandum, you call on the Minister to suspend all BEE race requirements at Eskom, because these requirements are benching key players from the private sector. Everyone in the electricity value chain should be chosen on merit. Demand that Eskom tenders be awarded based on performance and cost, not BEE race requirements. As you will see from the article above and the YouTube clip, AfriForum and Sakalicha have already started, and what is more, they are successful. They have the attention of the most significant superpower in the world, the USA. If we look at the success of the Bell Pottinger PR campaign in the UK with the slogan White Monopoly Capital, as the power of the Guptas and their holding company Oak Bay Investments gained attention in South Africa, this corrupt family wanted the public relations equivalent of a stun grenade, hence their employment of Bell Pottinger. Is Urquhart aiming at the same thing? Heavens no, that is only to demonstrate the power of the internet and social media marketing. Let us correct the insults of the past, as well as the wrongs of the present, by getting down to the nitty-gritty of the plan. Members earn more revenue and participants can afford contributions to assist in counteracting the abuse of the government. Let's have a look at the action plan organogram. Urquhart, East Rand Chamber of Commerce, contracts a board of trade executive which has the responsibility of event management, member liaising and metro representation on behalf of his board. Each board of trade has access to the legal entity as well as Chamberlink, which offers business services through its specialized divisions, namely Hublink, Senfed, Cham Labour and Cham Training. The role of Urquhart, or the East Rand Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Our vision. The activities and programs of the East Rand Chamber of Commerce and Industry propose 11 affiliated boards of trade, constructed and implemented around a KISS vision, building a flamboyant, well-founded and prosperous society through the provision of quality business services. Our mission. Designated, influential and well-organized business forums, able to represent their members with firm leadership, are defined by their clear mission statements. In the case of Urquhart and the 11 affiliated boards of trade, their assignments are clear. Urquhart and its affiliates are the leading business forum in South Africa, dedicated to bringing to an end the current unjust business environment, whilst serving their Kuruleni Metro Council's regional businesses and communities with professional and quality membership packages, and to gain as well as allowing prosperity through advocacy, access to leaders, economic development, connectivity, and business education. Our goals. Member services. Our members will have access to unique networking and promotional opportunities, educational programs, business services, and special events, all designed to help their business succeed. Economic development. Our economic development activities will feature the Board of Trade as an active partner in business attraction, business retention and expansion, transportation, redevelopment, workforce development, and recruitment and retention of talent. We believe that exceptional quality of life is essential to creating a sustainable economy. Public policy. The Board of Trade will be the voice of business and the guardians of the business climate. We will advocate on issues that affect the business environment and work to ensure EMC remains an ideal metro in which to live, learn, play, and do business. Community vision. The Board of Trade will take the lead in shaping a powerful community vision, stimulating dialogue and building a balanced community with an equal emphasis on quality of life and quality of business. Our organizational values. ERCOC has embraced the following institutional values to direct our governance and activities. Excellence, meeting the highest expectations. Stewardship, respecting and protecting community resources. Integrity, demonstrating honesty and trustworthiness in action and intent. Vision, imagining the possibilities. Inclusiveness, respecting and valuing broad participation in community dialogue and decision-making. Courage, acting with the strength of conviction even in the face of adversity. Our staff values. To serve the member at best possible level, the Board of Trade team holds itself to the highest standards of excellence, actively embracing the following staff values. Accountability, being responsible for ourselves, each other, and to the organization. Creativity, thinking about different ways of doing things. Honesty, communicating the facts without judgment or bias. Respect, acknowledging each other's value and contribution. Teamwork, working together cooperatively towards a common goal. Trust, believing in each other's success and ability. To 11 Municipal Board of Trade Executives. Duties and requirements. The Executive Director of a Board of Trade is a principal representative and advocate for business owners and employers in a community. Despite differences, all ERCOC Board of Trade executives work to promote and strengthen their communities within their municipal boundaries by building prosperity through a healthy economy and a strong business sector. Membership services offered. Most organized business forums coordinate and oversee a range of services and events for members. They typically maintain a website that features local business news and a membership directory that is available to the public and potential new customers and clients. Chamberlink eliminates this burden from the duties of an ERCOC Board of Trade executive with the assistance of its different specialist departments. Internet marketing by the HubLink division. www.hublink.co.za. Labour consultation by the CHAM Labour division. www.chamlabour.co.za. Skills development and training by the CHAM Training. www.cham-training.co.za. BBBEE and business consulting by the SENFED division. www.senfed.co.za. These specialist services, providing departments of ERCOC, provided by Chamberlink and its different service delivery departments, will be the backbone of the 11 ERCOC Boards of Trade, to allow them to offer all value-adding services to all new ERCOC Board of Trade members. Advocacy. ERCOC Board of Trade executives will take an active part in local government. They advocate for laws and ordinances that benefit business and oppose measures that restrict opportunities and increase costs for employers. These executives are familiar faces at city and town council meetings, where they may make a case for sidewalk repairs in a business district, increases in parking spaces, or upgrades in public transportation. At hearings and in high-stakes debates, they typically offer presentations and reports that outline the pros and cons of the issues for citizens and elected officials. Community ties. Businesses want attractive and culturally rich communities that attract visitors and customers. They also wish to have safe neighborhoods and good schools for employees and their families. Board of Trade executives lead the business community's efforts to support and enhance cities and towns. They also may spearhead campaigns to raise money for local charities and cultural organizations. Job requirements and earnings. ERCOC boards of trade hold regular social events that offer members a chance to network and share information and ideas. Some executives identify everyday needs among local small business owners and arrange lectures, workshops, and training seminars on different management issues and opportunities. Summarizing the role of Chamberlink. All entrepreneurs and business entities expect a return on all investments, including membership fees to organized or consolidated business associations such as ordinary business forums, chambers of commerce, and boards of trade. It is not possible to measure the income from networking, which is the main attraction to organized business forums. However, should the member receive value-added services from Chamberlink and its service divisions such as website development, hosting, and maintenance, as well as other professional services, digital and social media marketing, labor and BBBEE consultancy, HR and IR services, as well as training, plus the normal chamber services such as certificate of origin, letters of authenticity, informative breakfast, networking sessions, and regular golf days. Then their membership fees become an investment that earns high ROI. If we now combine our political dissent cost with our membership fees and we can still show a healthy ROI, then our dissent is based on sound business principles and it will be sustainable and therefore successful. This is what Chamberlink and its services providing departments bring to the table. To qualify for this sensational offer as a Municipal Board of Trade executive, you will need 25,000 Rand for training and 3 months of your own working capital. You will receive in-depth training from Chamberlink on the following subjects. 1. Digital marketing. 2. Social media marketing. 3. Google Analytics Advanced Course. 4. Social media analytics. 5. Website analysis and content marketing. 6. Internal training on labor relations, BBBEE, skills development and OHS. 7. Business etiquette, meetings, meals and networking events. NB. In-depth sales training to properly represent ERCOC and the allocated Municipal Board of Trade, as well as professional digital marketing support. Only one executive appointment will be made every 3 months. Book your interview today to avoid disappointment.